sing nor yell at the dinner table. It's rude.
Look at that value. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another deck guide. For today, I've put together a monsters list for you, and the leader ability that we're going to be using is Fruits of Ysgith, this one that you see here. It allows us to spawn a Gurnochorus fruit on an allied row of our choice. This is a token unit, the Gurnochorus fruit. It's a Thrive unit, so as you play units with a higher power than this, it's going to be triggering and gaining more points. The stratagem that we're using is Crystal Skull. It allows you to boost an allied unit by 4 and give it Veil. The targets for Crystal Skull will be the Wild Hunt Hound when going first. It seems to be pretty good. You also might want to keep in mind using it for the Witch Apprentice just to give it some protection. And also, if you don't want your Self Eater to get locked, perhaps you could use it on Self Eater as well. So this is a relics kind of deck, and we're going to be looking to take some benefit from the new cards, in particular Necromancers Tome. This one that you see here, and also Ring of Favor. So what I'm going to do now is run you through this list bottom up and explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match. So because we're playing Necromancer's Tome, we are playing some duplicates of some of the bronzes that we have to get value out of that. And basically what you want to do is round 1, you play 1 copy of each bronze, and then round 2, when we get into playing Necromancer's Tome, you play the other copy, and then we're thinning out the copy from the graveyard. So that's why you're going to see we've got these duplicates here. The Wild Hunt Hound, it requires dominance to boost at the end of your turn by 1. We're a deck which goes pretty tall with our units, and we accumulate a lot of points, so it does make sense to have this, even though it's not a relic card. So good thing to do with the Wild Hunt Hound. First thing is just put it down on the board, first move of the match, and give it the stratagem and roll from there. I've got Pillar in this deck. We do have a number of units which have abilities that we want to keep active. So, you know, if something gets locked, you can purify it. But in saying that, the reason I added in Pillar over Mahakam Ale is because Pillar can allow us to purify any unit. And we know at this time that our opponents are running a lot of resilience units, so you can use Pillar to take away like value from a Syria Nova. So just use it as you need. Then we've got the Lesser Witch in here. This card works so good now with Necromancer's Tome. If you have Necromancer's Tome down on the board and you play this, you basically thin the other copy out from your graveyard right away, whether or not you set this up properly. So the way this card works is spawn a base copy of Self in your graveyard. On Bonded, spawn a base copy of Self on this row instead. So you could go ahead and like play them together, both copies with Necromancer's Tome, for some pretty crazy value. I've got 2 Megascopes in here. You're picking a bronze allied unit. After 2 turns, spawn a space copy on the right of Megascope. The targets for Megascope, you could go for Griffin, that plays for pretty good value. You could go for Self Eater. You could also go for Witch Apprentice and Wild Hunt Hound at worst. So try to take 1 of these in per round. Probably don't go 2. It might be a bit slow to play 2 in the 1 round. But you know, round 1 if you want to play 1, round 2 if you want to play 1 should be okay. For some control in our deck, I've added Spores in here. You get to reset the power of a unit. So if something's gone very tall, boost-wise, just use it on that. Witch Apprentice, we need Sabbath for this to work. It's going to be climbing by 2 points per turn. You need 25 or more points on 1 row for this card to be active. So keep that in mind when you're playing it. You could play 1 Witch Apprentice round 1 and then save the other copy from when we're playing Tome round 2, so we get some crazy pressure value out of these cards. Then we've got Gan in here. Increase this unit's base power by 2 for each adjacent relic. Obviously this is a relics deck, so we shouldn't have too much trouble synergizing Gan. But in particular, it works best with Self Eaters, I'd say. If you can get the Self Eaters to divide themselves and get a number of copies, just place 1 down in between the 2 Self Eaters. So once again, like play one round 1, and then you can save the other round 2, and we get great value out of this. With the Griffins, we're looking to save this for Mamuna to thin out, but the good thing about our deck is playing Tome. You know, if it's awkward, like you pull the other Griffin in your hand that you're supposed to thin out with Mamuna, you could still play it from hand onto one of our leader fruits, and with Tome you thin the other Griffin out from graveyard, and then you could go ahead and use Mamuna maybe to get like a Witch Apprentice out of your deck, or a Self Eater or something like that. So the deck's pretty flexible, but really what we want to do is round 1, you want to play a Griffin onto a fruit after playing the Wild Hunt Hound, and then you leave the other copy of the Griffin in your deck for Mamuna to thin out. That's the best way to play this. We've got Predatory Dive in here. I think it works really good with our leader ability. It's super sneaky. You don't really see this played often. I don't think many people are expecting it to come on. So I think it should get some good value. Each player destroys their lowest unit, so it gives more control to our deck. Yeah, so just sacrifice your leader ability for that one of those fruits, and I think it works very good when your opponent's going first and they stratagem a unit and it's like at 9 power or something like that. So try to keep this with you round 1. Then we've got the Self Eaters in here. You're just halving this unit's base power, then spawn a copy with the same base power on this row. Whenever you play a relic, increase this unit's base power by 1. So Self Eaters turn into engines basically. Keep in mind row space when you play this card. Maybe you want to save 1 row for Self Eaters and then play your other units out on the other row. Just have a look how you're going. But round 1, play 1 Self Eater, and then you can save the other for later in the match. Then we've got Necromancer's Tome here. Whenever you play a bronze unit, summon a random copy of it from your graveyard to the same row, giving it doomed. So Necromancer's Tome, we want to play into round 2. So it's the first move you're going to do in round 2. And then after that, you can start playing your other copies of your other bronzes that have been put in your graveyard, and it'll just start thinning them out, so you get 2 for the price of 1, really. I added Ring of Favor in this deck because we want to push hard for round control, and I think that helps us even more, because the further you get into a round, obviously the better this gets. Boost an allied unit by 4, but while in hand at the end of your turn, increase the boost by 2. So I think Ring of Favor could play for some great value. Also, in saying that, it offers thinning if the opponent passes, so it gives more consistency to our deck. I've added Nugglefire in here over Decree this time. I think it works good because we are thinning out She Who Knows through Ihuaraquax. So I think a few of our golds we're likely to find already, and Nugglefire could play like consistently, more so than in other decks where there's more gold cards. So you get to look at 2 random gold cards from your deck, then play one and place the other on top. Depending on how your deck's looking, you could either play this round 1 or round 2. Then we've got the Unicorn here. Each player summons the highest provision unit from their deck to the melee row. That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to play this card on the melee row, and what we're doing is thinning out She Who Knows onto the melee row, setting up resilience carryover, and at the same time bricking something really bad of your opponents, hopefully. So this is like a first round card, and you want to try to play this late when your opponent doesn't have much of a chance of answering She Who Knows. Bloody Mistress in here. At the end of your turn, spawn Gurnakora's Fruit on both sides of this unit. Transform self into Gurnakora, this here, without changing power. So basically, this card in our deck will turn into a 3-point per turn engine, because you've got leader ability that gives you 1 fruit, and then this spawns 2 fruits. So as long as it's going to be boosting by the amount of fruits basically you got, so it's going to be going up 3 points per turn. Pretty nice. I'd say play this in round 2 and really try to 2-0 the opponent. That's how you want to go about playing Bloody Mistress, when you got a lot of points and a lot of time to accumulate value. Then we've got Yaga in here, some added control, I guess you could say. Deploy on Sabbath, so if we've got 25 points or more, we gain Zeal. you get to consume a 4 provision unit, then increase the provision value by 1, cooldown 2. So this works great over a long round. You're either going to play this round 1 or round 2 for best value, I believe. Then with Mamuna, we're simply looking to banish the Griffin in our graveyard and thin the other Griffin out from our deck. It's really good tempo. It can really set up a strong bleed. And basically you want to do this round 2. So round 2, you could play Necromancer's Tome, and then you go straight into Mamuna, and you pretty much already got Sabbath by doing that. And then you could start playing all your Sabbath cards down and really push for that 2-0. She Who Knows, we always want She Who Knows in deck for Ihuaraquax to thin out. Playing Ihuaraquax on the melee row, as we just explained. And She Who Knows can get multiple round carryover throughout the whole and entire match, as long as there's Sabbath met each time she's played. Okay, so that's a rundown of the list. Now I'm going to take you through how to execute the strategy for this deck. I'm going to talk in terms of having the most optimal hand possible, and just do your best to play from there. So round 1, what you want to do is play one of each copy of your bronzes, yeah? Keeping in mind setting up Necromancer's Tome. So you play Wild Hunt Hound, you give it Stratagem, then you could play Griffin, then you can go ahead and play Self Eaters, Gan, Witch Apprentice, maybe Megascope, maybe a Lesser Witch if you like. And then you could consider committing cards like Ihuaraquax, Yaga round 1 if you want, that's fine, and Ring of Favor. Usually that's enough to gain you round control. Then into round 2, what you want to do is open up with Necromancer's Tome, and you hit Mamuna into some high tempo play, and from there you could look to just go Bloody Mistress right away. You could look to then start getting your other bronzes out from your graveyard. You can play the other Witch Apprentice, you could play Self Eater, you could play Lesser Witches, and basically it's just a ton of tempo to deal with. And usually we 2-0 with this deck, and I'd suggest you try to go for 2-0 most of the time. And yep, I hope you're going to enjoy the following matches. I hope the deck works well for you, and please share your feedback down below. Your success rate usually depends on winning round 1. That's how I put it to you, man.
I forgive you this time.
Me too. The first few matches of this stream, I got smashed by them. No lie.
Them with hunger. Crush them
It's just crazy points, isn't it? Sigvold and Canute. If you can't get through to it, it's really bad. I don't blame you, man. That was my problem too. I've got Yaga that was playing for like 1 point in those matches. It sucks, man. I can't really do much about it. I think we get out Terra Nova now, maybe, with this. Sick. That's great for us. The self-wound deck, you know what, I don't really think so, because it's not really meta, it's not really prominent. So I don't really think it's in the eyes too much of the developers in terms of nerfs. Usually the stuff that gets brought up a lot, like people complain about a lot, that gets nerfed. Like, I reckon Traveling Priestess will get nerfed.
You wanted a coup? You got one.
Alright.
Say you are what you eat.
You see dwarfs are back? Yep, the meta. Oh yeah, I've done YouTube videos on each and every deck and faction you can imagine. Feel free to check them out. We've got a lot of different deck guides for you, especially if you've taken time off the game. You can definitely get up to speed with the game if you go through them. I build my own decks though, I don't net deck, everything's purely my own. So you're not going to see what everyone else plays. Ah, crap. Got that. That's about it. I'm just thinking how we're supposed to bleed now. Tome doesn't really feel good here. Maybe I do it, I don't know. We'll see. I'm supposed to push really hard here. Now. Oh yeah, that priestess deck is super strong. Yeah, it is. But if you go check out my latest deck guide, it's a Nilfgaard imprisonment deck I made. Like, I built it to destroy the meta. So I could pretty much answer any of those problems you got. It's the first video on my playlist.
Strength. For the Empire I endure.
So Illusionist gives us a target for Yaga to start working our way up.
Strike first.
It's pretty weak. Maybe we go for 2-0. I think we kind of have to.
Suffering ennobles, friend. You'll be a count once I'm done with you.
a better world. I'm so done tasty.
Looking
It's a
good.
pity I can never finish.
Think it's gonna be Yaga next. Yeah, they're going Yaga.
Folk shall perish from fright.
Well, there's no full provision cost targets for them if I consume that.
Liver's awful deliciousness.
So it can beat them to the punch.
They say you are what you eat.
Double Piggy's absolutely gonna wreck now when this comes out. And then we end up consuming Mage Torture with Yaga.
What is truth if not an illusion?
Ah, okay. Right, right. Well, it's still deadly.
They're surprisingly clean.
Yeah, this is looking great. Yo, watch this Mage Torture consume now. Wow. That's just gonna put the match away. No, we get this.
Take him to the woods and release the hounds.
Her grace will not be pleased.
No, I don't nibble at them. They'd fall right out.
I think we consume this. And we're gonna spores this. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. It's not gonna do you any good at this point, my friend. There's not gonna be another round. It's fine. Yeah, it's great. Just go for that. Easy.
It's a pity I can never finish.
Last card is Blights. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, surrender's a great answer as well to them. Yep, absolutely. The question is, does it synergize with the rest of your deck though? That's the problem when you start to tech specifically for certain decks. What tree is the character skin from? Theirs. You can just check the Skellige tree. I'm pretty sure you just get it from there. One of the ones you can go through.
Kill the sons, steal the lasses.
I think it's on like the main page. Oh, it's not from a tree, my one, it's from a journey. I purchased the Regis journey to get it. This is Regis, he's a vampire character. Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh? You got a lot of different variations to equip, different looks.
The stench of beer. I knows it well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the more sinister looking one. The other ones are more like just chill. When he's like in his human form. You can have him like a human looking form and then a monster one like this. Shapeshifts. Rat clog? Maybe good because there's a bit of swarming going on. Could be alright. Try it out.
I've got you like fishes.
It's so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
So ring's pretty good here. Nice. We go unicorn next. Get She Who Knows resilience. Might even brick iced, which would be really good.
Worry not. We'll tend your ankle biters too.
Yaga's good to go here if we want. But it actually dies to this right away, doesn't it? Lucky they're playing the other one out now.
Once you make a sing no yell at the dinner table, it's rude.
Look at that value. Exactly, you gotta use Sinister. That's why I went with it. Off the books jackpot salamander with golden necker. Wow. Sounds crazy. I got no idea how that would work. Whose deck is it? One you made or you saw someone put it up? That should get us round control, I think. You thought of it? Wow, good on you. You think it can work? Plays again.
Gwents.
Pass. We'll see. Winning on even might be better because they're super heavy on control. They got a lot of raid buffs going on. Yeah, taking that out was great for us. We'll see what they do now. If they play now, I'll pass. Okay. That's fine. We just go for 2-0. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a line you could take for sure. Because we've got a 10-point unit down. We don't really know if Yaga's gonna do something for us here. And Yaga we trust. Are vampire strongest monsters? They're good. I don't know if you'd say strongest. Hello, Yaga's magician. Sup, Surush? What's going on, buddy? I just want them to try to waste some control out a bit. Maybe now. Old relic deck.
I will not bend my neck for that cripple.
Hell yeah. At least we get that out of it, right? We get reset value. I can actually go Yaga. Here. No, that's a 5. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's why I passed it. I wasn't sure if we are going to find a 4. We might, I don't know. That's a 5 as well.
Raid, we fight, we plunder. Full service.
It's probably this now. They got a few different threats now. They got She Who Knows, Genokora. Jeez, look at that value they get. Well, getting leader out's good. Because they don't have iced on the board. I think it's 2-0.
No, I don't nibble at
We'll
them.
pass
Fall
now.
right out.
Thanks. We've got to pass now, whatever it is. Not sure if they've got points here.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Oh, that is a 4. Yes, yes. We could go Yaga here for it. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth it. They're going down by 4, yeah. Yep. Yeah, should be good. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Easy. Nice. Naglfar could get us Yaga, maybe round 1 even. Could be good. No Griffin.
I'm so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
Probably give stratagem to which apprentice? Katakan?
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
Maybe go on this next. Fletter? Oh no, misplay from opponent. They spent 2 charges, one was a misplay.
Once you made a thing, no yell at the dinner table. It's rude.
Okay, so they got no heat wave. This is a golden Necker deck, is it? Doesn't have resilience because resilience is deep low, remember that? Caranthia already? Wow. So full leader's gone. I'm not really gonna play any more relics, well. Just Yaga maybe. I think so.
I'm so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
Living souls in your wake shall ne'er deign forget your sake.
That's great, full leader's gone, wow. Caranthia's out already. Spending a bit hard here. Double flatter? Already? They may have ring as well themselves. It's likely they got it. If they've got it, we've got spores. Armored Arrakis? Yeah, they had ring. Okay. Still got She Who Knows. Not all so bad. What's that? There's a glitch in the universe. Got a monsters card there behind She Who Knows. Gonna look to push hard. We could go spores onto She Who Knows. Use it again next round. MO trap. Looks like it, man. Alright. They're giving me Necrorat. I'll use that, thank you. Mamuna in short rounds, ton of points, if I can save it. So, Oriana's gotta be ranged throw. It's gonna be open from Defender. What main screen car would you like, my friend? Needs to be Squirrel? Nice. I'll get it for you after this match. Just remind me. One badass squirrel, hey? No worries. Looks pretty good for a bronze card. Mega scoping. Thanks so much for the follow, my friend. Kirill Igni sends his regards. He is one of the better ones, yeah. I think they're kind of getting ready to pass on us, maybe.
Quick, move those hooves, or we won't be
Yeah, they can't contend with these points. They're just trying to play into this. I'm not sure if we're keeping Yaga next round. Probably passing it off.
Your blood smells sweet.
She Who Knows carryover's still there. I'm probably going spores on it now. Really? Yeah, they're gonna pass now. There we go. Yep, beautiful. They wasted a lot of combinations, guys. I'm telling you. This is still good with Griffin. I think we should get rid of this. Yeah, nice. No problem. Ultra powerful She Who Knows monster card behind her. Guys, you see that? Man, that was some excellent pressure. And we had a great finish to the round here too. Opponent passes. Yep. That was a great win. That short round was going to be great for us there. Would have went Mamuna next, then Tome, Griffin, Megascope second last. Then, you know, you consider playing the Sulphur Eaters and then Lesser Witch. That would have been it. Yeah, he committed pretty hard there. He did. Let's get you a squirrel. Like, that misplay round one, and then round two, they kind of committed some more pieces there, I don't know. You took the right line, but I was surprised you pushed round two. I thought I really had you, seriously. That's off to you. So this is a different kind of Ursine ritual maybe than what we've been versing so far. Megascoping, okay. I think She Who Knows is gonna come in handy.
They're surprising looking creatures, as it happens.
I suppose. In the end.
Coral,
Nothing like some overseas
hit the fruit.
spring.
Hit the fruit, come on. I can get those points back. Yes! That's right. Okay. We can try to do something now. Somehow. What are we on? 8 for the ring. What if I play She Who Knows early through this? It's pretty good to get that up. I think that's really good. Man, if Quacks plays nice sometimes, honestly.
Little cockle perched upon a fence.
Blueberries, the lady of the woods.
Probably go ring next. Yeah, that's right. It's only on deploy. So that's fine. Oh wow, what's going on here? Oh my goodness. Little do they know. Little do they know what we have.
We shall do it my way.
Come on, baby. We're gonna win this match. I can feel it. She Who Knows, pull through for me. We got carryover. That's nice with ring because see, you can boost up units that have been damaged too. So like, that worked really good for She Who Knows. Could have lost down a lot of value. Not really sure about dive in this match. They're going kind of low with their units. Mega scope.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
We can try to get carryover again with She Who Knows. Maybe we save Mamuna for a short round for a lot of points.
It's so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
Oh, it's Compass.
Is that a challenge?
I'd go this here. I think that's still fine. Because it feels awkward in shorter rounds when you play like Mistress and Yaga. I think it should be good. We know they don't have Heat Wave because they played Siri. They could have Curse. I think Curse is 9 provision. Yeah, Aaron Diet, okay.
Once you make the same noise
Good. We've still got Sabbath.
Won't you pester me?
Just one morsel.
I'm so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
So far, it's been working good, this one. Good pressure. My moon is a lot of points in a short round. Yep.
When pigs fly, eh?
They say you are what you eat.
Nice. Card advantage and She Who Knows carryover is great if we get that. Looks like it's gonna happen, yeah. Pick and fly. It can. Yeah, if we get Necromancer's Tome, it's gonna be really good. We don't really know what Spores is gonna do. Okay. We don't really need Sabbath. Oh no, we do for this. Nice. Point reset? Yeah, that'd be about it. Thanks for the follow, really appreciate it, my friend. Nice to see you on my stream. Yeah, Yaga could actually work into this, guys. These are four. Oh, these are fives though. Okay, I thought that fours. I mean, we might see something. We could consume this. Just started this game. Welcome to Gwent. You like it? Good on you. Thanks. I don't consider myself anything crazy. There's many good players out there, but appreciate the kind words. Just hope to help people learn the game themselves. That's what I'm here for. Here to help you guys get better, you know? Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Should we bet Yaga? Maybe I bet Yaga here.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Yeah, I might bet Yaga. You're playing Ysgith? Yeah, it is a bit pixelated, isn't it? Yeah, played great. Oh, we got our Spores target, look at that. Nice. Now check out this value that's about to come out, right? With Gan here. Just, I want you to pay close attention.
No, I don't nibble at them. They'd fall right out.
Yes. Clean. Oh, that a brick card. Yeah, Yaga played so good for us here, guys. We had to sacrifice her. She's so powerful, she's still keeping her animated version there. Yes, Monsters returns.